Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd down, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Brissett to throw on 1st. And incomplete to open things up.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the air.
Correct call made, no grounding. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Brissett. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jude Ijebarima. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Heavy, got heavy. Check, ready, flip, Sonny. Double guy. Easy.
Second down, Winston. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a handoff here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Jameis on second down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. And the back goes into motion. Third and short yardage. Winston going for it all. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
fake. Reset. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we read it. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. And to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Defense showing blitz. Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Winston now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
From the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long for Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Second down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Early. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. First and 10, Brissett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second down and 4.
Here we go.
To throw is Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Throwing, Brissett, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Falcons are going to get a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. Flushed out right. 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. We got three, fellas. We got three. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
On second down, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the seemingly endless drive continues. First down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and just 1. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And his kick is indeed good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A second down throw for Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 190. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Flush to his right. He may try, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Ready. Blue ready. You got him. You got him. Easy. What's running? Hey, alert 3.
Jameis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. Blue ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready. Blue ready.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the line of scrimmage.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Ready. Blue ready.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Flip. Wait.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's blocked. The defense has it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Baker forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. We're set now on second down. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jude Barima. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And the Bears scoring to grab the lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Ready. Blue ready. 550, 550. White. Let's go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. White.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. On it. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Here we go. What?
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Slam. Flex round. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Ready. White 25. Hey. Four down.
In motion goes the tight end. Jameis now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal at the 3-yard line now.
Ready, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Easy. White picture. Ready, easy. Under pressure. Flip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Who got 17? Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Second down, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
To throw, Brissett. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the bucket out of the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now a handoff looking right. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A 1st down throw for Brissett. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Brissett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bucs, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.